The vanishing of Silent Hill, the town that disappeared overnight. Imagine waking up one morning to find an entire town gone. No people, no movement, no sound. Just rows of houses, meals half-eaten, doors left open, as though life itself had been erased in a single breath. It sounds impossible. Yet for investigators who arrived in the remote hills of Montana in the summer of 1982, that impossibility became a horrifying truth. The place was called Silent Hill, a once bustling mining settlement that vanished without a trace, leaving behind one of the most haunting mysteries in American history. Silent Hill wasn't large, a mining town carved into the mountainside, built around a single silver vein that had fed dozens of families since the late 1940s. By 1980, the mines had dried up, but a few hundred residents remained, stubborn, loyal, and proud. They raised families, ran small stores, and lived quiet lives surrounded by pine and mist. The last census in 1981 recorded 237 residents. A year later, there were none. On June 14, 1982, a delivery truck driver named Earl Dixon made his regular supply run to Silent Hill. He'd done it every Monday for 5 years. But that morning, as his truck wound up the dirt road, something felt wrong. The usual smoke from chimneys was gone. The dogs that barked when he passed the town sign were silent. When he arrived, every single street was empty. Doors were open, lights were on in some houses, and tables were still set for breakfast. A radio hummed static in one home. A fan spun slowly in another. Clothes hung on lines, fluttering in the breeze. But not a single person, alive or dead, could be found. Within 24 hours, local law enforcement sealed off the area. Sheriff's deputies, state police, and later the FBI descended on the scene. They expected to find signs of a mass evacuation, tire tracks, notes, something. But there was nothing. No vehicles missing, no luggage gone, no phone calls or letters warning of departure. The strangest discovery came inside the town's diner, Maggie's Place. Plates of food sat on the counter, eggs cold, coffee half drunk, newspapers dated June 13, 1982. It was as though everyone had simply stood up mid-bite and walked out. Reporters soon caught wind of the mystery, dubbing it the vanishing of Silent Hill. Speculation ran wild. Some said it was toxic gas from the mines. Others whispered of cult activity. Investigators tested the air and soil for chemical leaks. Nothing. The town's underground mine shafts were examined. No signs of collapse or explosion. Then came the theory of the evacuation. Some believed the townspeople had fled after a nearby dam showed structural weakness. But the dam was stable, and authorities confirmed no evacuation orders had ever been issued. So what could cause 237 people to leave everything behind in perfect silence? A strange clue surfaced 2 weeks later, when a hiker named Lena March came forward. She claimed to have camped in the hills overlooking Silent Hill the night before the disappearance. Her statement was brief but chilling. "I woke up around 2 a.m. and saw the whole valley glowing, like fog, but bright. There was this low hum, almost like electricity. Then silence. Just silence." Investigators dismissed it as hysteria, but her description of the light matched several other accounts from nearby farms. Some locals swore they saw white fog rolling down from the mountains that same night. Others said their radios crackled and died for hours afterward. Months passed with no progress. The FBI eventually pulled out, classifying the case as an unexplained mass disappearance. But in late 1983, a group of geologists surveying the area made a disturbing find. Beneath the abandoned town lay a sealed mineshaft, one not listed on any company records. Inside, they found old equipment, rusted ladders, and at the deepest level, an unfamiliar tunnel carved by hand, not machine. The tunnel led nowhere, just a circular chamber filled with ash and burnt symbols on the walls. No human remains were found, but the air inside was heavy, metallic, almost humming. Radiation readings spiked for a brief moment, then returned to normal. The government sealed the site permanently within days. Decades later, in 2007, a retired radio operator named George Phelps came forward with something extraordinary. an old emergency broadcast reel recorded on the night of the disappearance. He'd been stationed 30 miles away when a sudden burst of static interrupted his frequency. What he heard next was faint but terrifying. "Please, something in the sky, bright. Static. They're not breathing. Someone help us." Silence. The tape ended abruptly. Forensic analysts verified the reel's authenticity, but could not identify the voices. What was in the sky? And what could make an entire town vanish within hours? Families of the missing never received closure. No bodies were recovered. No new leads surfaced. In 1990, the U.S. Geological Survey removed Silent Hill from official maps, marking it only as *restricted federal land. To this day, satellite images show nothing but forest and rubble where the town once stood. Some say it was erased to hide a government experiment gone wrong. Others whisper it was something older, something beneath the ground that the miners awakened. Every few years, hikers who wander too close report hearing faint voices or lights moving in the fog. None of them stay long enough to find out where they come from. In 2019, a group of online investigators calling themselves Echo Project attempted to retrace the town's coordinates. They cross-referenced old maps, photographs, and property deeds. Their conclusion shocked even seasoned researchers. The GPS location where Silent Hill once stood doesn't align with any known land registry, as if the town was built on ground that was never officially recorded. One of the group's members, using drone footage, captured something eerie before their equipment failed. An outline, faint but visible, of roads and building foundations beneath the forest canopy, like the ghost of a town trying to be remembered. The footage was later removed from the internet without explanation. Today, Silent Hill lives only in whispers. Locals say on foggy nights you can still hear the town's church bell ringing, even though the church itself no longer stands. Some claim the people of Silent Hill never left. They simply exist somewhere else, frozen in that final moment between breath and silence. Whatever the truth, one thing remains certain. No official report, no scientific explanation has ever come close to solving how an entire town disappeared overnight. It is as though Silent Hill slipped quietly out of existence, leaving behind only echoes and questions that refuse to fade. What happened in that forgotten valley remains one of history's most unsettling riddles. Was it human error, an environmental anomaly, or something that defies understanding? Sometimes, the scariest mysteries aren't the ones that scream for attention. They're the ones that vanish without a sound. Candle, this is truth behind the tape, where every whisper hides a truth, and every silence tells a story.